ไหนต่อไป
Did I get a notification? No, I did not. Okay, hi. Hi. So I had set up another stream that I posted about earlier in the day, and I thought that that was going to work. And then I came to actually do that stream, and something went wrong with the settings or something. I don't know what, but thank you for being here on this stream. I see somebody is here. That's good. Hello, whoever you are. I don't know what happened there, but I hope that you got the notification for this. I tried to schedule it while I was out of town and like set it up while I was out of town. We just got back from our trip like an hour ago. So, yeah, the sunburn has been increased from our recent trip. But hi, hello. I hope that you find this stream, and I hope that this stream finds you well. Today is my birthday, so I just wanted to come hang out with you guys. If you come upon this stream while it is still ongoing, while it is live, I hope that you join me over where we currently are in time, and then come on back afterward to watch the beginning part, because I like seeing my friends with me. And then if you are here with me, grab your snack, grab a drink. This year, for some reason, I've really been in a cheesecake mood for the past like several weeks. So I did cheesecake for my birthday. It's not a typical birthday cake, but very yummy. And I have special Mountain Dew. I have my favorite, which is Voltage. Hi, Kelly. Hi, thank you so much. Kelly says, hi, happy birthday. So I want to, I wanted to show, like, because I just was away on this trip for this weekend. I just wanted to tell you about like my weekend and like some stuff that I did and some stuff that I got for my birthday and stuff like that, and just like kind of chill, hang out. So we went away this weekend to Maryland because my little nephew, his birthday was last week, but they had the party this weekend. And of course it was not only was it 90 something degrees Fahrenheit weather, it was also apparently the weekend of the cicadas, which we didn't know before we went down there. But I don't know if like not every part of the US or anywhere has cicadas, but basically, apparently, I learned this weekend. Cicadas have like these broods across the country, and they have these spots where they like nestle in the ground, and they nestle in the ground, and once every 17 years, they pop out of the ground. Yeah, they pop out of the ground, they mate, they lay more eggs, and then I guess those ones like die. And then the new babies lay in the ground for like 17 years. So every 17 years, they pop up. And this year was the year for the Maryland brood to pop up and fly around. And they were absolutely everywhere. Like I've never seen before. Like it felt like not quite the level of like the Moses locust plague, like in the Moses movie, but not far from there. I'm not going to lie. It was like, sorry, I'm just remembering a moment during my nephew's birthday party, which is why we were there. I had my hair in a ponytail like this, and I just heard this buzzing, and I like felt it, like there was a cicada like hanging out in my ear, in my hair or something, like right here. And I was like, and like that like visceral reaction. And they're huge. First of all, they're like they're like probably the size of this sponge, but like add wings and legs. They're like not small. That would be cool to experience. Yes, they are loud. So here's the thing. It's not like an obnoxious sound. It kind of sounds like singing in a way. It kind of sounds like a choir. It's like it's a buzz that has like a pitch to it, kind of. It sounds like a hum, like a true hum. But it was loud. Like as soon as we got out of our car, we were like, it is It's everywhere. And so they were like this big with legs and wings. This is like the size of the body, flying around absolutely everywhere. And they got real bold and like up against us and stuff. And there was one that at one point I was just sitting down watching my nephew open presents, and it just like came and grabbed onto my lip. And I like was shaking my head to get it to leave, and it hung on until I had to like whack it away. And I was like, these bugs have no boundaries. Like, it was just a lot. It was my first time experiencing something like that. Yeah, no. And Kelly says, ew, yeah, it was it was a lot. It was very it was an experience. I think it's the type of thing that like if you haven't experienced it, you don't quite get it. Like they were everywhere, all over the ground, all over the trees, just absolutely everywhere. All that being said, like my 5-year-old nephew didn't know the difference. I'm pretty sure he like, and plus in Maryland, it was not the first day of this happening. It was like the, third or fourth day of this brooding thing happening. So he still had a good party, him and all his friends. Just for us, it was a shock. It was an experience. Sorry, I just remembered I didn't plug in my laptop. I need to do that before I get too carried away. So we went down on Saturday after I had worked. So I got up at 2 a.m. I worked until 2 p.m. I went home. We left to travel we left the home around 3 or 3:30. We got there at like 11:30. So between that time, why right now must Apple do an update or like tell me that it wants to update? Thank you so much. Goodbye. Okay. So during that time, I was trying to like sleep during the beginning part of the drive so that I could be awake more at the end part of the drive, so that like, because that's when my boyfriend, because he was driving, because I was too tired. I knew from being awake from 2 a.m. I was going to be too tired. He was driving and I was like, okay, by the end of the drive, he's going to be getting tired and sleepy. So I should be more awake and energetic and like, yeah, we got this, baby, and stuff. I couldn't fall asleep because when you first start the drive, you're all excited and you're like, yeah, road trip mode and stuff. But then, and the sun was setting and it was at the angles like right in my eyes while I was trying to sleep. But like, it's not the end of the world. And then, so it was just, we were driving. It was a driving day. I was trying to like shake myself to keep myself awake once every 2 minutes. But it is what it is. And then that was Saturday. Sunday was the party. And we ended up accidentally being in the same hotel as my mom and my sister. We didn't coordinate it, didn't realize, but they got down there, I want to say like either Friday night or earlier in the day on Saturday. Sorry, it's hot and I have no AC, so I just need a drink every now and then. They ended up being right down the hall from us in the same hotel as us, and we had no idea. And when we saw them in the morning we like had breakfast with them, that's when they told us about the cicadas. Like we didn't even realize it was going to be a thing until we saw them that morning. So we heard from them. And then if we thought that they were exaggerating, we were proven wrong as soon as we got over to my brother and his wife's house and walked outside and experienced what happened. So yeah, so it was like in the 90s this whole weekend, Fahrenheit. But it wasn't super humid yesterday, thank God. It wasn't super windy either. It was just like kind of hot, dry air, but it was okay. So we went over we got there around 10:30 a.m. We helped set up a bit. Party started at 1. all these, neighbors and friends and cute little kids, and they played games. It was pirate themed, and they played in the sprinkler and did presents and cake and all of the good stuff. It was so hot outside. I when I was helping to set up some tables and like put like table covers on the tables, and for some reason that task just like exhausted me because of how hot it was. And it's like such a simple task to walk around to like 8 tables and put like tape some table cover on it, but like that just like completely heat blasted me. But whatever. And it was just funny. And but thankfully, like at the party, we put in the work during the setup and the cleanup. During the actual party, the adults, we eat and we sit, and the kids are the ones running around, and we don't have to do nothing. And so that's fine. And I was so happy because I got to see like my extended family for the first time in person since the pandemic. I don't think I've seen like my siblings and my mom, not all of my siblings, my 2 of my siblings who live closer, every now and then, because we kind of consider each other part of the same group. What is it called? I forget. The same like brood. I don't know. I forget the word. So cohort. Yeah, that's it. So we every now and then we've gotten together for a birthday and done like a socially distanced cake eating ceremony of some kind, something like that. Well, this was our first time. I met, so I have my nephew who turned 5. He has a little brother who was born during the pandemic, who's a year old. So I met him for the first time, which was really thrilling. And then he has a birthday party later on this month. And so we're going to go back down to visit him. And I also met their cousin, who is like my childhood best friend's daughter. This is complicated. Okay. So my family grew up as like best friends with this family. They had a lot of best friends, but we only had them as best friends. We were not as social as them. And so then my older brother and their oldest daughter got married, and we had friends among, like, we each kind of had somebody that we were similar in age to be friends with. So the oldest daughter's the next person in line was the same age as me. And she and I became good friends. And she's my age. She's like a couple months older than me. She had her daughter. That's what I'm talking about. I hope that helped. Family tree. She had her daughter during the pandemic, first daughter. It was very exciting because it was my, one of my closest childhood friends, but also it was like bittersweet being so far away from her while she's, being a mother for the first time, pregnancy and motherhood. Like that whole season, I like wasn't able to be there. So it was really nice to meet her daughter. And she's 10 months old, and she's the most adorable little, like, I describe her in my mind as roly-poly. Not that she's like chubby or circular or anything, but she just like, I could tell before I met her, I could tell that she was like very like active and very like, I don't know, I just envision her rolling around a lot. I don't know how to describe it other than that. But she's her face is like round, and she's got big cheeks, and she's always pretty easy to smile, and very cute and little, and she's a 10-month-old baby. So I was just very excited to meet her, and I was very excited to meet my little nephew, my younger nephew, just because like this weekend really brought home to me the idea of like, family, and how much I miss all of us living close together and spending time with each other on a daily or weekly basis. So I'm so glad I was able to go. And I hope that, I will be back in a couple of weekends, and I hope that I can go back even more often. My boyfriend and I have talked very vaguely during this weekend about potentially maybe moving down there, but it would be a while before we were able to do that. But this weekend really made that like, I don't know. And it planted a seed of an idea in our mind that like, I didn't know that I had that idea or that desire, but now I know that I might. So who knows? Maybe in a couple of years, there'll be a moving vlog of me going to Maryland. Excuse me. Who knows? But let me tell you what I brought for travel makeup while I was down there. Oh, end of the story is just that we drove back today. It's not very exciting. So when we went down there, I brought a little bit of travel makeup. And I'm wearing the same face now that I wore then. So I did the Wet n Wild Tinted Moisturizer, which you might recognize from my Foundation Week video. And I just applied it with my fingers. I didn't like blend it in super, but I like kind of patted it on. So it looks all right, you know, just a little bit of something. I did my e.l.f. Instant Lift brow pencil. And I got the color Neutral Brown, which I think this is the color that I originally had. This is a refill that I got recently. But this is just an easy, like relatively natural brow. I did my Burt's Bees Lifesaver and a new ColourPop lip gloss. It's not new, but it's new to me. In the shade Eclectic. God, I didn't look at the shade name before I got it. The shade is called Eclectic, but it's this like light peachy color, which has like gold glitter specks in it. Is that? Oh, and I did this Tarte Maneater mini. I got it. It's either a sampler or a mini. I got it right before I went down as one of my birthday makeup items. And you know how, like, so I've been talking about needing a mascara that can give like some lift and some curl to my thick lashes, very thick, straight lashes. This does something to them. I don't know exactly what. On the day that I wore it, I had forgotten my eyelash curler. So it was just Maneater on straight lash, and I felt it doing something. Like I felt it like tightening around my lashes, and like it was so weird. But I don't know if it necessarily did anything. And then today, right before the stream, I actually used my curler and then applied this. And I feel like, I don't know, it's not, you know, it's not the curliest curl, but it's something. So I'm still testing this out. I'm still giving this a try. This was my Ulta birthday gift. Ooh, thank you for liking the stream. Whoever dropped by, thank you so much. So this is a good, you know, I'm still trying it out. I feel like sometimes sample sizes and minis might be a slightly different formula than like the full size, but I don't know if that's just a conspiracy theory that I have. I don't know. Speaking of stopping by Ulta to get my birthday gift, I did a little bit of makeup shopping for myself for my birthday. So I'm just going to go through like a couple of little things that I got for my birthday, most of which I got for myself. So it's not like, I don't want to show off too much. Oh, hi. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Kid Midnight says. Thank you so much. So first of all, so the Ulta birthday gift for this month is this Bumble and Bumble, Bumble and Bumble hair, BB hair, Jesus Lord, Hairdresser's Invisible Oil Heat/UV Protective Primer. It's a pre-styler for total transformation for dry to very dry hair. Basically, it's supposed to be like a sun protector for your hair of some kind. I didn't actually end up using this, but I went because I found it very interesting. And I saw this product in a Glossy Box unboxing that Teresa is Dead did recently. So this was in her Glossy Box. And when I heard her talking about it, I was like, that is fascinating, you know? So when I saw that it was the Ulta birthday gift for this month, I was like, I'm going to have to go get that. And I did. So I got this for free for my birthday. And then when I got this, the Ulta employee was like, here, I'll also give you an extra one. And so that's where I got the Tarte Man Eater mascara, which I just told you about it. I'm trying to, trying to see how it works. I'm not really, we'll see. While I was there is when I also picked up this lip gloss, which I like. I just didn't know that there was going to be glitter specks in it. Oh, hi, Michelle. Michelle says, happy birthday. Thank you so much. It's good to see you. Thank you. I didn't know that there was going to be glitter in this. So I think I might have chosen a different shade if I had known that there was going to be glitter in this. And I've worn this a couple of times now. I prefer my other lip gloss formula. My other lip gloss is Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss. And that being said, this one is like $10.49 and this one is like $6 or something. I got it on sale too, so it was like $4 something. So a little bit of price difference there. That explains that. Most importantly, this stuff. Okay. I love this stuff. Derma E Universal Cleansing Balm. And this is a refill that I got. I've recently started using this as like, I've started like double cleansing and actually caring about my face and stuff. So this is my oil-based cleanser at night that I follow up with a water-based cleanser, which if you watched my photo shoot video, I talked in there all about my skincare routine. So the water-based cleanser that I use in that video. And then this is my oil-based cleanser. It's my first time using a cleansing balm to take off my makeup, and it does a really good job. I feel like my skin has just been looking better since I've started double cleansing, looking cleaner. Like a lot of the like red spots have kind of started going away. I'm sorry. I think I have like heat rash or something. My skin is itching. But so I had to go get a refill of this because I absolutely love it. I think it's like, it's either $13 or $17. One of those numbers, but it's worth every penny. So I love this stuff. I had to go get this. And that's really what brought me to Ulta so that I got these other things as well. And then I picked this up around my birthday, little refill, but I love this product. This is my go-to brow product, this e.l.f. Instant Lift pencil. And then, hold on. I just need to. Quick recharge. Maybe like the video while I'm doing this. Okay. Cheesecake for my birthday. It's a good choice. Good cake. I don't know. All right. So then I also, today while we were driving back up from Maryland, we stopped at a mall in Pennsylvania because when we were driving down, we passed by a couple of Boscovs, and I'd never been to Boscovs before. I'd heard about it on The Office. That's the only place I know Boscov's from. So I was like, ooh, let me just see what that is. It looks like a department store. It was not good. The one that we went to was not. It was a lot of old people shopping and a lot of old people's clothes. But as soon as we stepped outside the Boscov's, there was a Maurice's there. Excuse me. Which we used to have in my town where I grew up. And then, a lot of things in the town where I grew up tend to like close down and move on. So that happened with Maurice's. But so I had some experience and some knowledge of what they are. So I went there, looked around, didn't really find what I wanted in terms of clothes, but they have these really cute boots on clearance, which I did get for $16, 16 American dollars. Like, how freaking cool are these, man? They had a size 11. As soon from like across the store. Like my eyes went straight to them and I was like, oh, those are mine and they are in my size. Then I went over and picked them up and I was like, yep, size 11. I know. I have like a shoe radar. So these are awesome. And I when I tried them on, they're like so comfortable. It feels like wearing a flat, even though it is technically a little bit of a heel. They've got some good support going on the inside. So I was very happy to have these and to have them be so like affordable. $16. Like, thank you so much. So my boyfriend got these for me, little birthday gift. He also paid for like the hotel this weekend. It was a great hotel. Like we got it, we got it for cheap before the prices are now going up because people are traveling again. So the hotels are raising their prices again. But we got the timing just right where we got like the suite instead of just a normal hotel room. So we got a little fancy, just like one level into fanciness for the weekend away. And he paid for that, which I was very excited about. So thank you, baby. That was a good birthday gift. And then he's in the other room. And I also picked up some stuff from Nasty Gal. Hold on. This is going to crinkle. Hold on. I have not tried this stuff on. I'm just opening it up right here. But what? What is this? Wait. Did I order this? I don't think I ordered this. What? Wait, okay, sorry. Hold on. So Nasty Gal was having a sale. I'd never bought anything from Nasty Gal before. So I went to go just get some stuff and maybe do a haul. I couldn't find enough stuff that I liked to do a haul because like it was interesting styles, but everything was like black and white and gray. But anyway, so I picked up just a couple of things just for myself. But let me see the order form. What is this? Thank you for purchasing. That's so nice. Where is my receipt? Because I really don't think that I ordered a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt. I don't think I ordered this. I don't know why this is here. What? There's no receipt. There's no receipt in the bag. So I have somebody's Dragon Ball Z t-shirt in a size medium. What? That's so weird. Okay, so happy birthday to me. Yep, it's my birthday surprise. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah. So, surprise. I hope that they... Okay, cool. So, cool. Love it. Love it. So the things... So this was on our porch when I came home from Maryland just now. So I'm just opening it up with you guys on stream. And it's 2 pairs of like biker shorts to wear under skirts. I'm always wearing skirts, and in the summer, you know, I need that. I was thinking the black ones might work to actually like wear biker shorts as shorts, which I've always been a little nervous about, not gonna lie. But these are actually kind of long. So I think they might be too long even to wear under a dress. So, well, I have a lot of long skirts though, so. But I just needed some bigger sizes in little shorts like this. And then I got this gray pair to go under light colored skirts, white and stuff. Yeah, these are pretty long. So these have to go under my longer skirts. But so, you know, not super exciting, but just stuff that I needed and it was on sale. And I also, I got these shoes, and this is where this card is from. Thank you for purchasing from Raid. We hope you love your shoes. And I can hashtag and whatever. But they're these cool sandals. which they have wide fit shoes. I was happy to see, because not everybody who carries plus sizes also carries wide fit shoes. So I enjoy that. I just, is this what I ordered? Yes, this is what I ordered. Okay. So I thought these white sandals, first of all, nice thick sole, so comfortable walking around. I haven't tried white sandals before, and I thought that they're like a nice, like kind of 90s, early 2000s kind of grungy thing. I have to try them on, but I thought they would be cool. It's nice, like the bottom being like, I don't know how to describe this, but this bottom. And it's like nice and thick and almost a platform. So that makes me feel like 90s, early 2000s. So I just thought these would be cool, and they were on sale, a little fun little something to throw on, add a little edge, add a little grunge. And I'm also very picky about like how much of my toes show, because I don't love my feet. They're wide. They're not particularly attractive. They're like fine. So I'm never going to have a, what is it? Wiki feet. Yeah. I shouldn't have a wiki feet, that type of stuff. But yeah, so I got these. Thought these were nice. So I'm going to try those on after, because again, I don't really, my feet are not exciting. I'm not going to show them on camera. And I think one of the last things that I can show you now, because other things are going to be in haul videos later on, but I got this at Target, I think. Just this nice, like blush pink satin beaded headband. I just thought it was really pretty. I didn't put it on until I got home. And when I put it on at home, it's real big. It's a real statement. It's very, I don't know if it's too much, like, and I have big hair, but my hair has to be really big to compete with a headband of this volume. So I'm debating about this, but in the store, I liked it. So hopefully I can figure out some ways to wear it. And I think that's like a lot of the other things I've got recently. I've showed you guys over the past few videos in various ways. The other kind of birthday, kind of just for fun stuff has been my my BH eyeshadow palettes. And I talked about these a lot in the last stream. So, these have been very nice, super fun to use, and fun to flip up while I'm doing my makeup. My boyfriend likes these too. But yeah, so that's the stuff. My actual birthday celebration, we didn't really do anything for my birthday this weekend because it was about my little nephew. I think sometime next weekend, my twin brother and I and my younger sister and my mom, we all live in Connecticut. So I think we're all going to try to get together and do something together for my brother and I for our birthday. Other than that, we've just got some busy week stuff going on, my brain just left for a minute. Hold on, let me need to close the door. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, we're going to do a birthday party. We're going to do some kind of birthday party next weekend. Also, I went on this trip and I was much better about sunscreen than I was this time that I got this and this farmer's tan. But it still got worse. Okay, can I tell really briefly the story of this? I joined a new church recently, right down the road from me. Different from any church I've gone to before, in that it's a little more traditional, a little more liturgical, but still enjoy it. The pastor, priest, father, I don't know, whatever, the pastor, priest, and his wife took me and my boyfriend out for brunch just to like get to know us a little bit. And he wanted to sit outdoors. And I said, okay. And there were no shady spots to sit outdoors. Oh, hi. Hi, Lorely. So we went to sit outdoors, and I was wearing a t-shirt that had this like V-neck and a little thing. And I felt myself, the way that the sun was, it was like we were at a table like this. And the pastor was sitting across from me. His wife was on my side. My boyfriend was on this side of me. And the sun was coming up kind of over my pastor's shoulder. And he had a hat on. And so he was not really feeling much sun because, it was just on his back. I think pastor's wife was in shade under like the overhang from the building in this chair. So that left my boyfriend, his whole side of himself got burned, but he didn't even notice that he was feeling the heat because he's from the coast. So he's used to that kind of like sun. I am new to the coastal area relatively. So the sun was coming up directly toward me. So I got the majority of the sunburn. And I felt myself baking. I felt myself burning. But I was like, okay, we're having a good conversation. We're talking theology. We're talking about like life history, like a lot of good stuff. So like, I don't want to like interrupt the flow to say like, can we please go move inside? Because I feel myself burning to a crisp. I didn't want to interrupt the conversation to say that. But as a result, I now have this fascinating sunburn tan line going on that is not going away. And it's my own fault. I should have self-advocated. I should have stood up for myself. Let it be a lesson unto you that even your pastor, if he's a good pastor and a man of compassion as they're supposed to be, and you can say, oh my God, that was such a great story. By the way, I'm burning. So can we go indoors? Is that okay? Would you mind? So I have this, I sunscreened so hard this weekend, and it still got a little more pink. Just like it's hard with the car rides, So yeah, does anybody have like a self tanner that you recommend? Because I think that that's the only way to fix this is to do like a self tanner on the pale areas just to kind of even it out. Does anybody have a product like that? Because I don't want to go actually tanning. Because skin cancer does not thrill me. But just to kind of make these lines less obvious. If you're watching on the replay, let me know in the comments. If you're here now, if you can think of anything, let me know. Because I've never delved into tanning like products before. Kind of scares me a little bit. Not gonna lie. Oh, you have a big motorcycle. Oh. People, my God. You're not the only person in this area. Anyway, I don't think you will tan the same color. See, that's my concern too. Because tanner lotion, whatever, always like looks pretty orange, and I have these like more pinky red tones. But I need to do something because it's just so obvious. It's so bad. Try a bronzer. Oh, a body bronzer? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Is that a, like a permanent thing, or is that like a body makeup thing that like every time I wear like a spaghetti strap, then I would use it? Because I could potentially be open to that, but like if I go swimming, then it's gonna go away immediately. It's my own fault. I'm dumb. Whatever. No, it's just makeup. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, it's better than nothing, for going shopping and other stuff when I'm not swimming. Oh my goodness. Also, when's everybody's birthday? Because I want to know. I want to be able to celebrate you guys' birthdays too. I just almost spilled that. Oh my God. I'm so glad I didn't. Oh, okay. I had something on my mind. It just came back to me. So if you feel like you're in the gifting mood, I don't want you to give me a birthday gift, but the gift that I would ask of you, I guess, for my birthday, is, would you please, just rock the tan lines, be like, yeah, I garden, I fish. Yeah. Thank you, Dizzy. Or Kelly. Yeah, I garden, I fish. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so this is before I forget. So I work with an autism nonprofit, and I have learned a lot over the past like 5 months that I've been working with them. It's almost 5 months, and I'm in the process of like organizing this whole like virtual conference event thing, and that's something that, provided I'll be able to share more about that with you guys. But regardless of that, just my request of you guys, if you want to like give me a gift for my birthday, is do some research and some learning about autism, because like I had no idea before I started working for this company how incredibly common it is for people to be on the autism spectrum. It's 1 in 58 Americans. If you live in New Jersey, it's like 1 in 38 or 1 in 39. So like that's a lot of people. That's almost 2% of Americans are somewhere on the autism spectrum. So like that's a lot. And it's one of those things where like more and more people every day are being diagnosed. And it's one of those things, kind of like a lot of mental health stuff, where people who are older, they've had autism their whole lives, but they just never had people recognize it in them. And so it's not like it's increasing in like younger generations. It's just more that it's being recognized more, so people are being able to diagnose it more. So a lot of younger people are being diagnosed as somewhere on the autism spectrum, but it's really present in all age groups. So I say that to say this, which is excuse me, like we all probably know somebody on the autism spectrum, and if we don't, then we know somebody who knows somebody, or we're about to meet somebody who's on the autism spectrum, because it's almost 2% of Americans. So I just think it's important for us to just get to know a little more about this topic, about these people. I'm not here to pitch my organization. I've talked about it several times without naming it, because I don't know if I'm allowed to from my CEO's point of view, but also I don't want there to come off as like any conflict of interest from your guys' point of view, because that's not, my channel's not about autism. It's going to become my day job, God willing, that I can work for this nonprofit and actually get paid for my work. And right now I'm volunteering, but I'm hoping I can become an employee. But it's just, I've learned a lot. And there is a lot of really high quality, high class information out there. So just like Google some YouTube videos, some local organizations in your area, especially that work with autism and kids on the autism spectrum, or specifically adults transitioning into adulthood, like 18 to 22-year-old, like young adults moving into adulthood. There's this whole thing called the cliff when it comes to autism, where when you're a kid, you're provided all of these services and there's so much support for you. And a lot of it is government funded, or you can find grants for it and stuff. But then once you hit like 21, 22 years of age, all of that stops. And you're just like catapulted out there on your own, and you have no more hands to hold, when all your life, all you've been doing is holding hands and like asking for help. So like that time period is a really tough transition for a lot of people who are on the spectrum. So it's just, something to think about, something to learn about, take a moment and research, I don't know, anything about autism. The only thing I'll say is there are certain organizations out there that kind of preach the message that autism can be healed. And they're out there like, we're going to find the cure for autism. And sometimes it's even in the name of their organization, like finding the cure for autism or whatever. As far as we know, there is no indication that autism works that way and that it can be cured. It's a genetic thing. So those are the only organizations that I would say maybe stay away from the information that they have to offer, because I don't know. I don't know why they are still, that's kind of an old-fashioned mindset about autism, basically. But otherwise, there's a lot that you can learn really quickly with a quick Google search about autism and how it presents and how it impacts people's lives. And because there are so many people on the autism spectrum in our day-to-day lives, probably people that you work with or go to church with or go to school with, or, you see them there, they're often at the grocery store where you go get groceries and they're a cashier there, and often autism can be very subtle or it can be very evident. But it's just, they're a big part of our population. So it's a good thing to just take a minute as your birthday gift to me. Take like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just learn something new about autism today. That would be good. Yeah, I've been talking for a long time. What do you guys do on your birthdays as adults? Like, what do you do on your birthday when you're no longer a kid? I'm very curious to see that. Because I did a whole not even my birthday thing on my birthday. I used to work as a peer support worker and a developmental service worker years ago. I miss the people I worked with. Yeah. People on the autism spectrum, can I just say, so loving. Like, they're such pure people, and like just want so much to be good and helpful, and like it's hard to find a mean person who has autism, and the employees who work to support them, so good. It's a really nice community to be part of. I'm glad that I've started like getting into this world. I always have wanted to do work that has a greater purpose in like my day job, as well as what I do here on YouTube and in general. Like, this isn't, I don't know. I don't want to be a famous YouTuber. It would be nice to make some money from this so I can support myself, because I'm putting a lot of like time into this, but I'm not here to like become famous myself. I'm here to have a positive impact on other people's lives. I want to help people feel confident in their bodies and feel confident wearing the clothes they want to wear and whatever makeup they want to do. That's what I'm here for. So it's like, I can't do anything casually. So the same thing goes with my day job. Like, I'm so glad that I'm finding this position. I'm working in social media with this company, nonprofit. It's not like a company. It's a nonprofit organization. And we're really coming a long way just in the few months that I've been there. And especially now that, they're shifting focus to serve millennials and Gen Z who are parenting kids right now. And then Gen Z is about to be parents, and training them about autism so that when they have kids, they know how to raise them well or where to turn for help so that they can raise them and where to go for resources. It's been really cool. It's a very cool opportunity. The CEO is somebody who I knew from years ago from like a completely unrelated experience. And we've just kept in touch kind of vaguely over the past few years. And she reached out when I posted on my personal Facebook at one point about the YouTube channel. And that was how it started with me working with them. And I was just like so excited about it. I started taking on more and more responsibility. And then I was like, wait a minute, I'm doing enough that I feel like, I'm doing enough and there is more that I could be doing. I feel like maybe I can do this in a way that helps me get paid. And so we've talked about me potentially being employed there. But it's a really cool community, such smart people, such loving people, such giving people. And it's crazy how like an autism diagnosis, it like really shakes people up. It comes out of nowhere and you don't expect it because the way that it shows up is kind of random. We still don't really know exactly what the signs are of like why, which is why people think that there's a cure. But as far as we know, it's something genetic, but we just haven't like figured it out yet. So because it shows up in a pattern that seems relatively random, it really can feel like it kind of comes out of nowhere and it shakes people, because the way that we've stigmatized autism, it seems like such a bad thing to be on the spectrum. But really, that's why the awareness is so important, because people who are on the autism spectrum, it depends on where you are on the spectrum, but there are a lot of people on the spectrum who are like not very different from us, One of the scholars that has contributed talks about neurodiversity, about the fact that it's just like biodiversity, racial diversity, like, I'll get to your comment in a second because I totally agree, Kelly. So when it comes to diversity, we're not saying that let's say racial diversity as an example. The whole point is that no race is better than any other, but also acknowledging that there are different races that have different histories, different cultures, different origins on the earth. And how cool is it that there is such a spectrum of color, such a spectrum of, skin tones and hair types and eye colors and all of these beautiful, bone structures, all of these beautiful different things that make humans so different. And yet we're all human. We're all the same in one way. Right. So but diversity is a positive thing in that way. And a lot of times when we say neurodiverse, when we're talking about brains, we say it in a negative way, like anybody who has any kind of thing going on. Oh, they're neurodiverse, which is like code for like special. And the thing is, that's not how we should think about neurodiversity. It's just like racial diversity, biodiversity. Everybody is different, but they're still awesome and beautiful in the type of brain that they have. And just like biodiversity, this plant is different from this plant. They work differently. They look different, but they're both still beautiful in what they do and what they are. And animals, whatever. The same should be the same with brains. So we shouldn't, there is no such thing as neurotypical, for example. That's what people say, is either you're neurotypical or you're neurodiverse. But what is neurotypical? I don't think anybody really knows what that is. So that's a phrase that I'm trying to take out of my vocabulary and just say neurodiversity for everyone. We're all neurodiverse. And I'm neurodiverse. I have ADD, depression, anxiety, PTSD, but my brain is special, but it still works. I still am who I am, and I have my experiences, but they don't make me bad. They don't make me dumb or incapable or a non-productive member of society. I'm not the same as you, but I'm not. But what I mean? Nobody is neurotypical. There's no, what is the normal? If you can't define normal, if you can't define typical, then there is no typical, So anyway, so that's been a big part of what I've learned working with this organization. And it's really, really cool. I'm learning a lot and I'm helping them, hopefully. Kelly said, unfortunately, because I'm a people pleaser, I burned out after a while. I ended up in retail after that. More work needs to be done in better assisting people with different abilities. Yeah, yes to all of that. So I've already, with this organization, put myself in situations of burning myself out, which is part of why earlier on this year, I was struggling a lot with my upload schedule because I was also trying to balance what I was doing with them. And that's part of why I've moved to the Monday Night Live format instead of having an edited video for Mondays, because I do need to do work for them. The work that I'm doing for them is important. And especially with our event coming up at the end of September, and I need to help market that a lot. I personally am very much at the forefront of that marketing process. I really need to put time into that I don't, that means that I have to take time away from my YouTube stuff to do that. Because basically marketing that event and getting that event out there is the way that I can get hired. So I have my motivation, but anyway, but because even before that became the case, even before we talked about me getting hired, I've already taken on a lot of tasks and then been I'm holding so many tasks. It's hard because when I would be asked things that were a small, simple task. And I'd be oh yeah, I can do that, because I know that there's nobody else who can do it on this team. There's nobody else who knows social media as well as I do. And I'm not even that good at it. I would have more than 1,000 subscribers if I was amazing at, at social media. But anyway, but I know it a lot better than people who are in charge right now. So they would ask me to do a specific thing, and I'd be oh yeah, that's easy. Sure, I can take that on. And another thing, I'd be oh yeah, that's easy, that's quick. Yeah, I can take that on. Oh, you need help with that? Yeah, sure, I can do that. I just ended up piling so many small little tasks on myself, but all together, they became quite a lot, So I had to and I still am in the process of kind of cutting a lot of those small things out and delegating them to other people who I know can handle them, so that then I can really put time and effort and brain space into what only I can do that is helpful and important to the organization, and really identify what other people can take from me, so that I, working smarter, not harder, making sure that I'm using my skill set in the way that it should be used for the best result for the company. Company. It's a nonprofit. I don't know why I keep saying company. But that's how you burn yourself out. Or at least for me, I take on too many tasks. Yeah, protect yourself though. The organization I worked for knew how to build up someone's self-esteem to get what they needed. The I have been tricked before, so I am not immune to feeling that. I know what you mean. I do have a personal relationship with the CEO that goes back before either of us was involved with this company, and I trust her, so I don't think that that's how she would treat me. But I appreciate your concern, and I will be keeping my eyes out, because guys, if I told you my work history, I have worked with some real wonders of the human race. Oh, thank you, Kelly. That's great. Yeah, thank you. And you mentioned you got burned out and then you went to retail. I've worked in retail too for a lot, and that's another underpaid, like overworked, underpaid industry. More work needs to be done with better assisting people with different abilities. Like all of these things that are like really important to our society and to our lives, we just like don't value enough. We just don't pay people enough who are doing this work that's actually important. It's actually like hands-on part of our day-to-day lives. And like, I just don't really get it. You know, like we pay, I don't know. But that's a whole different conversation. So I'm going to try not to get off on that tangent. But I agree that people who are working with, yeah, Kelly says me either. Yeah, I don't get why we don't value people who have a day-to-day, like in-person impact on our lives, whether it's at the grocery store or people like home aides. I've been thoroughly shocked every time I see how much like in-home elderly aides or like in-home aides for people with disabilities, how little they're getting paid. I'm like, are you joking me? Like this is the person who has to like bathe and move, like just as an example to throw out there, a quadriplegic person. They need to be bathed, they need to be fed, they need to be moved from one location to another safely without being dropped. And you know, you have to operate them up and down stairs, in and out of cars, like all of these different, like that's not nothing. That's worth more than minimum wage. I am blown away every time I see how little they're offering for that type of work. I'm like, you're literally holding a person's life in your hand. You're holding somebody's safety in your hand, and you can't pay them more than $12 an hour. Like, what is happening? I think they're paid more in Canada. You have to go to college for it. Thank God. That makes sense. I'm probably paid more in Canada. Everybody's paid more. Not everybody's paid more in Canada. I'm sure that there's issues. Having universal health care does help, I'll say, as well. But yeah, we have to reassess our priorities a bit. But that's, like I said, a whole other conversation. So, yeah, so your birthday gift to me, if you would like to do a little looking up autism, maybe follow a YouTuber, follow an Instagram, follow a Facebook page. Again, just do make sure that it's not somebody who's preaching the like, let's heal autism deal, because that's not a thing in science. But like an autistic YouTuber or an autistic Instagrammer might be somebody good to follow. But yeah, I've talked for an hour, so I think I'm gonna head out. I'm really hot. We have not put our ACs in yet, and it was 90 something today and for the past 2 days. And Dixie, when we came home, Dixie had words for us, man. She was she was looking out the window when we drove in, and then as soon as we got upstairs and opened the back door, she ran over to us and she was going, wow, 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 at us, because she was mad that we left her for a couple days. You're gone for a little over 48 hours. So I have to go give her some attention, go hang out with my boyfriend, and just kind of like cool off after a busy weekend of birthdays. So if you've made it here to the end of the stream, thank you so much, whether you're watching on the replay or whether you're here live. I stream like this every Monday. I think 6:30 is a good time. I think 6:30 is a good time for me. Today we did 7 because I came back from traveling. But hope you come back next Monday while I'm live. If not, thank you for watching the replay. I will have a video for you on Friday. Fashion Friday is when I will see you next. Please leave any comments and questions and concerns about anything that we discussed in the comments below, including what do you do for your birthday? Adult people who are no longer kids who have parties and invite their kindergarten class over. What do you do for your birthday? Tell me, because I need some ideas. I never know what to do on my birthday. I'm always like, I don't know, I can go get ice cream, I guess. So give me some ideas. I never know what's like right. You know, what's like birthday worthy. And yeah, that's it. I'm really hot. I gotta go. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video and for being here in the stream. Oh, thank you, Kelly. I really appreciate you and your time and the fact that you are spending your time here with me. So much love. Bye.